Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Wisdom International School's digital classroom for mathematics. Children, we'll start with the next chapter, some applications of trigonometry. So before the vacation, we had completed trigonometry, introduction to trigonometry chapter. So now we will do application, how to apply these concepts, whatever we have learned so far in our real life. Okay, so we are going to basically see only the word problems in this chapter. Okay, so let's start. Yeah. So first of all, in your word problems, you'll be coming across words like, angle of elevation, angle of depression, etc. So first of all, I'm just going to tell you how to read a problem. I mean, before reading the problem, you need to get familiarized with certain terms, okay? So now look at this, okay? See if a person, let's say there is a girl over here, you can see this, right? So now this girl is seeing an object which is flying somewhere over here, okay? So now this is the object she's seeing. So now you see, when she's seeing, she's lifting her head up, right? So we should first see like where from her line of sight, that is, her eye level, we try to draw a horizontal line over here like this, okay? And this is the horizontal level they have told. And now she's lifting her head up to see this object, okay? And this is like, when she lifts it up, it's like called as the angle of elevation, okay? So when she looks something like, when she's lifting her head up and watching it, so this turns out this angle which she makes with the line of sight. So this is the line of sight, okay? Line of sight with the horizontal level is called as the angle of elevation, okay? So now here you see this girl is standing over here. Now she is looking at an object which is down, right here, okay? Now here what will you do? This is like, again, the horizontal level is this one, the line, the horizontal level her eye makes with the earth, okay? The parallel line with the earth, okay? So now here, this is what is your angle of depression. Now she's not looking up, she's looking down, isn't it? So this is the line of sight, is this line again. So the angle made between the line of sight and the horizontal level when the person looks down is called as angle of depression. Now if the same girl looks at a, let us say there is a kite or something flying on top, okay, here, okay? So now when she looks over here, now this will be angle of elevation. This will be called as angle of elevation, okay? So basically angle of elevation is the one when we look up, and angle of depression is when we look down, okay? So you will be, they'll use these words in your textbook, I mean in your word problems. You should be able to make out what is it, where you are supposed to draw the angle, okay? So now with this we can actually make a triangle. See, I can draw a triangle over here, right? So that is how trigonometry comes into picture. Alright, same here also, I can draw a triangle, isn't it? So this is how, I'll be using the trigonometric ratios, whatever we learned in introduction to trigonometry over here, okay? So now here you see I have just given you the points. The line of sight is the line drawn from the eye of an observer to the point in the object viewed by the observer, okay? So wherever the person is watching, so the eye to the object which she is watching, okay, which he or she is watching, is called as the line of sight. Like in this previous thing, you can see that here the line of sight is this, and here the line of sight is this, okay? So the line made between the straight line drawn between the eye of an observer to the object what the observer is watching is called as line of sight. Now the angle of elevation of an object viewed is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal when it is above the horizontal level, okay? So if this is the eye, okay, let us say I draw an eye over here, okay? Let's say this is the eye. Alright, now with this eye, so this eye will be considered as the horizontal level, okay? Horizontal level. So if the object is above the horizontal level, let us say this is the object, okay? Now this object is above the horizontal level, then this is the line of sight here, okay? Line of sight, and the angle formed over here will be called as the angle of elevation, okay? So let's say this is what is your angle of elevation. All right, now similarly, if there is an object which is at the bottom, let's say there is an object which is at the bottom over here, okay? Now the object is below the horizontal level, so the line of sight will be over here. This will be the line of sight, right? So the angle made by the uh, horizontal level and the angle of sight. This one is what is called as angle of depression. Okay, so now that's all you need to know. The rest all is like all the ratios and trigonometric identities you have learned in your introduction to trigonometry. So we are going to use all those things. Okay, so let me just do few. I am going to do few problems randomly from this exercise 12.1. Okay, see, a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope. So you all must have gone to that circus, or at least you know how it looks like, how a person climbs in a circus, right? See, the line, the rope will be tied over here. See this the rope. Okay, it's tied from the top, and it's tied at the bottom over here. Okay, now this rope's length is given 20-meter long, which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. Okay, so this is the pole. Okay, so to the top of the pole, it is tied to the ground. Now this circus artist is climbing this rope. Okay, now find the height of the pole if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degrees. So if this is 30 degree, what is the height of the pole? This is what they are asking us to do. So now you see, for 30 degree, see, if one angle, any one angle and any one side is given, it's enough for us to find the other information about this triangle. Okay, so here one angle is given and one of the side is given. So first of all, this side is hypotenuse, right? And for this angle, they are asking us to find the height of the pole, which is AB, and this turns out to be the opposite side of the angle, right? So so we need to think of the trigonometric ratio, which involves the opposite and the hypotenuse. Okay, because hypotenuse is given to us and opposite is what we need to find. Okay, we don't have to find the adjacent, so we don't have to use the trigonometric ratio which involves adjacent. Okay, so we need to use a trigonometric ratio which involves opposite and hypotenuse. So that is sine. You can use cosecant theta also, okay, which involves hypotenuse over opposite. Okay, it's your wish. So now I am using sine theta. So sine theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. So sine, instead of theta, I will write 30 degrees is equals to opposite is x. I'll just keep this as x. Okay, x over 20. So sine theta is 1 by 2. You can use the triangle, this reference triangle which I had taught, or you can use the table which is given in your textbook. Okay, so 1 by 2 is equals to x by 20. Now cross multiply, so you get 20 by 2 is equals to x. Okay, so that gives you 10. So x is 10 meters. So the height of the pole is 10 meters. That's it. Okay, so it's very simple. If you remember all the trigonometric ratios, it's going to be really simple. You don't have to worry about the word problems at all. Okay, just read the problems carefully, understand them, and then apply the trigonometric ratio suitable to that question. That's it. Now come to the next question. It says a tree breaks due to a storm. Okay, so let's say this is the tree. Now due to the storm, it has broken, and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground. So you can imagine, right? See, it breaks like this, and this falls, right? The upper part falls. See, this is how it is falling. Okay, so it falls and it touches the ground. The tip of the top touches the ground. Okay, and it makes an angle of 30 degrees. So it makes an angle of 30 degrees with the ground. Okay, so this angle over here, so if I try to make it as a triangle, this is 30 degrees. All right, now the distance between the foot of the tree to the top to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meters. So which is 8 meters? The foot of the tree is this to the top over here. So this one from here to here is 8 meters. Okay, so this distance is 8 meters. So find the height of the tree. So we need to find out what is the total height over here. Okay, right. So now here you see I have drawn this triangle over here in blue pen. So this is 30 degrees. This is 8 meters given. I need to find this x and y. See, with this y is nothing but the broken part of the tree, right? I'll just have to find the y and make it try to stand upwards, right? So the x and y together is the, see, this is what is your x. This part is your x. Okay, and the top over here is what is my y, which is gone down and touching it over here, right? This is x and this is y, right? So I need to find x and y separately and add them together. So now this height of the tree is x plus y. So let me use the x. See, I have been given the 8 meters and x and y. There are two angles. There's like one angle 30 degrees is being given. The other angle is 60 degree automatically. You can use the trigonometry, the reference angle triangle to find this. Okay. or you can use the trigonometric ratios also. Okay, so if I use the trigonometric ratios, I'll have to use the x. If I want to find the x, I have a adjacent for their 30, and opposite is what I would need to find. So this is my opposite, this is my adjacent, and this is my hypotenuse. Okay, so if I want to find the opposite, I will use the opposite and adjacent, which is tan 30 is equals to opposite over adjacent, so x over 8. So now if I just bring the 8 to the other side, I get 8 tan 30 is equals to x. So 8 tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equals to x, which is x is equals to 8 by root 3. So we'll keep it as it is. Now if I want to find the y, I have to use the hypotenuse. I need to find the hypotenuse, and adjacent is given to me, or I can use the opposite also. Okay, opposite is just 8 over root 3 I found out. So sine 30 is x by y. X is so y is equals to x by sine 30. Okay, I've just moved the y to the other side and sine 30 to the other side. So now x is 8 by root 3 I just found out, and y is 1 by 2. Okay, that is sine sine 30 is 1 half. So now I solve this. 8 by root 3 into 2 by 1, which is equals to 16 by root 3. Okay, this is just simple calculation which you have learned in your 6th, 7th grade. Okay, so it's just like how to divide the rational numbers, that's it. Okay, so you've got the x and y separately. I just have to add them. 8 by root 3 plus 16 by root 3 is 24 by root 3. Okay, or I can just do 24 by root 3 into root 3 by root 3, because I don't want to leave the answer with the root 3 at the bottom. So I get 24 root 3 over 3, which is 8 root 3 meters. Okay, so this is the answer. You can use the reference triangle also to do this. Okay, now come to question number 3. It says a contractor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in a park. For the children below the age of 5 years, she prefers to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meters. Okay, so this is the slide for the children. Okay, A, B, C. Now, and is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees to the ground. So this is 30 degrees. Whereas for the elder children, she wants to have a steep slide at the height of 3 meters. Okay, this is for the elders, and inclined at an angle of 60 degrees to the ground. What should be the length of the slide in each case? So we need to find out the slide's height, this in each case, AC and PR. Okay, so let's do this. So again, I need to find the opposite. AC is the opposite, and AB is my AC is the hypotenuse, and AB is my opposite, right? So if I want to find the hypotenuse, see, I can actually use the sine 30 directly, right? I don't have to find this tan 30. I can use the sine 30 directly. So let me just erase this. This is not required. Or I can just simply use the reference triangle also. Okay. So see, I'll just use this sine 30. Sine 30 is equals to AB, which is, let me say AB over AC. So sine 30 is half is equals to AB is 1.5 over AC. Okay, so I can cross multiply this. So I get AC is equals to 2 into 1.5. Okay, this is what I have written over here. So 3 meters. So I get the height of the smaller side. For the smaller children, I get the slides height to be 3 meters. Okay, now for the other one, for the elder children, I have to find the PR. So again, I use sine 60 equals to PQ over PR, which is, again, sine 60 is root 3 by 2 is equals to PQ is 3 over PR. So again, you cross multiply. So you get PR. So you will get PR times root 3 is equals to 3 times 2, right? Yeah, so PR is equals to 6 by root 3. That's what I put in. I've taken the root 3 to the other side. So I can just multiply by root 3 by root 3, just rationalizing. So that gives you 6 root 3 by 3. This could be still cancelled, and I get 2 root 3 meters. Okay. Now come to question number 6 over here. So here, a 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. Okay, so this AB is the building. Okay, this boy is standing he's standing at a at some distance from a 30-meter tall building. So the building's height is 30 meters, okay, and this boy is standing and this boy's height is 1.5 meter, okay. So let's write 1.5 meter boy. Okay, this is the boy standing, all right, and he is standing at some distance. We don't know what is that distance. The angle of elevation from his eye to the top of the building increases from 30 to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. Or what's happening here? This boy's angle of elevation, that is from here he is seeing the top of the building, it's 30 degree, okay. As he walks, okay, it's going to increase. So that's what they say, that as this boy is walking towards the building, the angle of elevation increases from 30 to 60. Now you see earlier it was 30. When he comes here and he looks at it, it's going to be still more higher, right? I mean, you know, he'll have to lift the head more when he comes closer to the building. So obviously the angle increases. So it has become 60 degree over here. Now they are asking, find the distance he walked towards the building. So this x what I have written over here is what we need to find, okay. So first let's see in triangle ABC. So this ABC is like I have written the B is over here, okay. I'll just write it over here. The B is over here, okay. So in triangle ABC, tan 30 is AB over BC, right? In ABC, tan 30 will be opposite over adjacent. So AB over BC. So it's tan 30 is 1 by root 3, which is equals to 28.5 is your AB. How did I get this 28.5? Because this whole building is 30 meters and 1.5 meters is this boy's height. So he has, like, you know, we can get this AB by subtracting 1.5, right, from 30. So I get 28.5 divided by BC. Okay, so now I cross multiply, so I get BC equals to 28.5 root 3. So I can keep it as it is, okay. This is my BC value. This BC is this whole thing. 28.5 root 3 is this whole thing, okay. Now I have to take the smaller triangle, that is ABC. Not ABC, sorry, ABD, this little triangle. ABC we have already found out. See, ACD, you can't use this ACD because it's not a right triangle, okay. So I can't find I can't use ACD and find the x over here. So first I will find the whole thing ABC, because this ABC is a right triangle and I can use 30 degree for this. Then I will use the 60 degree, that is triangle ABD, okay. So in triangle ABD, tan 60 is equals to AB over BD. So again, you know, you see it's AB over BD, okay, this over this, alright. Now AB, tan 60 is root 3, AB is 28.5 and BD is what we need to find. So I can again cross multiply. So I get BD is equals to 28.5 over root 3 meters, okay. So this is what I have got BD as. BD is this little thing from here to here, okay. Now I need to find the x. So I can subtract this 28.5 root 3 minus 28.5 over root 3. This minus this c. This x is nothing but DC value, which is BC minus BD. So BC I just found out to be 28.5 root 3. This is my BC, and 28.5 over root 3 is my BD. So I subtract it, okay. So then I just do the subtraction. I make the denominators common, okay. I multiply this by root 3, okay. This was this side by root 3, and because, you know, there is 1 at the denominator. So I get 28.5 into, there's already a root 3 here, then I multiply one more root 3, it turns out to be simply 3. Then minus 28.5 divided by root 3 again, okay. So now this you multiply these two, you get 85.5 minus 28.5, the whole thing over root 3. So when you subtract these two, you get 57.0 divided by root 3, okay. So you get 57 root 3 by 3 or 19 root 3, okay. So this is the thing. So calculation, you can just, you know, check it, you can cross check it, okay. So now for the homework, you can complete question number 1 to 10 in your classwork, and it's all based on trigonometric ratios. So do it carefully, alright. So in the next video, I'll be showing you a few more problems based on this same chapter, that is trigonometric word problems, okay. So that's all for today. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.